What is up, everybody, and welcome to Everything's Plastic. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Bandai Dragon Star series, and this is the Dragon Ball Super Goku Black.
Man, this is freaky. It's like I'm looking in a mirror. How are you, Goku? You're looking quite well.
You guys know the routine. Let's get a closer look at that packaging. Nothing on this side, just Goku Black, Dragon Ball Super on the top here. On the back, we have 3 more figures from the wave. 6 figures in total. Collect all 6 figures, and you can build the Super Saiyan Broly. And the 6 figures in the wave are Vegeta, Super Saiyan Gohan, Ultra Instinct Goku, Vegito, Future Trunks, and Goku Black. Like I previously mentioned, a very cool wave and a very cool Build-A-Figure. Who doesn't want a Super Saiyan Broly Build-A-Figure? Look at that. Awesome. On this side, we have a very cool image of Goku Black. Dragon Star series on the top here, Dragon Ball Super on the bottom. That's going to wrap up packaging, everybody. We'll be right back with Goku Black outside of the package. Alright, we'll start by getting a closer look at the accessories. First, we'll look at the Build-A-Figure piece, and this is the leg for the Super Saiyan Broly Build-A-Figure. Pretty cool. Can't wait to get this guy fully assembled. And for Goku Black, we have a open hand, and we have a fisted hand as well. We can see the time ring. I can't remember what this one's called, but we can see the ring here as well. And we have this energy sword piece as well. I'm going to call it an energy sword. I have a horrible memory, and I can't remember the actual name of this one. Could I look it up before I did a review? Yeah, I could, but I'm not that professional. Alright, so for this one, we have translucent purple, and we have a little bit of white paint here on the outer part. That's it for accessories. Let's get a closer look at Mr. Goku Black. Alright guys, really digging the face sculpt on this one. The hair is sculpted nicely as well. Little defect in the plastic here where the hair is joined. But other than that, all the paint application on the hair itself is good. Face, as far as his head sculpt, the face is done nicely as well. Loving the eyes, the evil expression on his face, and the paint in his earring. Nice and clean as well. Really digging this one. And we see the muscles sculpted in here for the upper body. The red sash is painted nice and clean as well. Obviously, this is gray plastic, black plastic, so no real paint there. We do have the ring on this hand as well, obviously, and so it should be. We can see that they did miss a little bit of paint going around here. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's just in the corner here, in the creases of his fingers. We see that, yeah, a little bit of paint missing there. As for the lower body, the paint is a little bit messy on the bottom of his boot. Actually, both shoes, both boots, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, other than that, we do have a little bit of defects in the overall finish of the plastic. This is pretty common with these. It's not as even. Up top here, this is like perfect. No issues with this. It's a nice flat black. But his arms are shiny. Now, I do have a fair bit of light shining on this one too, so you probably wouldn't notice it in regular or natural lighting. So that's going to wrap up the overall appearance. Like I said, this one looks great in my personal opinion. I like it. As far as Dragon Stars go, I think it's a solid looking figure overall. Alright guys, let's get a closer look at articulation. So for his head, goes back this far, forward this far, side to side a little bit, rotation all the way around. There's a neck joint as well. You get very limited articulation out of that. So yeah, very restricted articulation out of his head. Barely any, to be honest. It can look around. Other than that, you're not getting a whole lot out of this. For his shoulder goes up this far, so pretty decent range of motion there. There's a little bit of range of motion there. Not a true butterfly joint by any means. Pretty stiff, but yeah, very limited range of motion there. You have a swivel at the base, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which you get awesome range of motion out of that. And as for the wrists, you have a ratchet joint here, which we get with all these. I mean, we get them with the Dragon Stars, yes, these figure arts, whatever the case may be. But yeah, that goes back and forth all the way around. We do have a ball joint down here, so that goes back this far, forward this far, some side to side, all the way around. Very squeaky. And as for the legs, this is where these Dragon Stars actually lack articulation. Obviously, upper body, we lack a little bit of articulation too. I wish they had like 2 ball joints like they do with the SH Figure Arts, or maybe an ab crunch or something like that. But it is what it is. I mean, we buy these, we know what we're getting. Bandai hasn't really changed the overall design of these. So for the legs, it only goes out this far. There's a drop down joint, but you don't get a whole lot of range of motion, improved range of motion out of that. For his legs, it goes forward this far, back this far, so restricted going back, pretty decent going forward. There's a rotation at the base too, but I don't really use that a whole lot. As for the knees, there's double jointed knees, so you get an awesome range of motion out of that. Very ugly looking joint in my personal opinion. Maybe you guys like it. Personally, I do not. I think it actually looks pretty gross. My personal opinion, though. And for his ankles, it goes back this far, forward this far. No real side to side or anything like that. So it does spin all the way around, though. So very limited articulation out of the ankle. Added articulation in a few places. You get a bit of range of motion here. The legs are restricted. Feet are restricted. Arms are good. Shoulders go up pretty decent. Restricted articulation with the butterfly joint. I think it is. It's hard to really tell. I think they were going for a butterfly joint. Maybe wrong. And the articulation for the head is very restricted as well. So overall, articulation is not great. But I'm digging the overall appearance of this one. Is it SH Figure Arts quality? No, not by a long shot. But if you like playing with these are actually my son's. My son collects the Dragon Stars. I collect the SH Figure Arts and the Figure Arts kits. So he loves them. He enjoys them. And that's what it's all about. These are good for kids. Good for adults. Whatever the case may be. I think this one, for the price point, looks pretty good. No complaints on my end. Let's do a few comparisons. We'll go to the good old Superman McFarlane. Obviously, Superman towers over Goku. We have a Mattel Macho King Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. But yeah, we can say the Macho King is a lot taller. And we have the Bandai Figure Rods kits. And these are pretty big as well compared to the Dragon Stars. And let's do one more comparison. Who we got here? Let's do another short Marvel Legends. So this is a Wolverine Marvel Legend. We can see that Goku Black is a little bit taller. His hair sticks up. It's spiky. It's tall. It's extreme. But yeah, a bit taller than Wolverine. And if you guys are unfamiliar with the channel, Wolverine is my favorite Marvel character of all time. You got that bub. It's a very, very bad impression. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up for our unboxing and figure review for the Bandai Dragon Star series Goku Black. I think overall I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. Articulation is very, very limited. Love the overall appearance. All the paint on this one. The paint is decent. A little bit rough in some places, but man, I love the overall appearance of this one. Bandai nailed the likeness to Goku Black. Actually captures his evilness. They got the grin down, man. This guy looks evil, as Goku Black should. I think they did a good job. So 7 out of 10 is my overall score. Let me know in the comments below what you think of my score of 7 out of 10. Let me know what you think of this figure, and let us know what you think of this review. If you guys had to rate this one out of 10, what would you give it? And if you like this review, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to support the channel, we do have a channel membership, we do have a merch store, Patreon, all that good stuff is linked in the description below. As always, my friends, want to thank you for taking time out of your day to watch our review. We hope you enjoyed this review, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Keep collecting, stay safe, go buy some toys.